Biafra, crying out for freedom from a nightmare that has consumed millions. It began with the rivers of blood in 1966. Thousands of Biafran men, women and children, professionals, traders, students and families who had built lives across the Federation became targets in the northern city, fueled by ethnic hatred and religious hostility. Mobs descended upon innocent civilians. They were slaughtered in their homes, in crowded markets, and aboard trains carrying desperate families back to the east. Streets were littered with bodies, rivers choked with corpses. Survivors returned to the east carrying trauma, grief, and the painful realization that they were no longer wanted in the Nigerian Union. Biafra, Biafra, voice of truth and freedom. Biafra, Biafra, the rising sun will rise again. Then came May 30th, 1967, a desperate act of survival. What followed were 30 months of unimaginable devastation. The Nigerian military, armed and backed by foreign powers, including Britain, Russia and Egypt, surrounded the young republic. A total blockade was imposed. No food, no medicine, no escape. Starvation became a weapon of war. 5 million, mostly civilians, many of them children, perished during what was not just a conflict but genocide against Biafra. Bombs fell on markets, hospitals and villages. Communities were razed. The world watched in silence while famine hollowed the faces of innocent children. Some nations spoke out, but many turned away. The war officially ended in paper in 9Geria under the declaration: no victor, no vanquished. Yet for Biafrans, the suffering did not end. Their properties were confiscated, careers destroyed. Biafrans were given only 20 pounds regardless of how much they had. Entire families struggled to rebuild shattered lives. The promise of reintegration faded into disappointment. Marginalization deepened in Nigerian government appointments. Infrastructure and control of resources from Biafran land. Oil flowing from the Biafra land enriched the center, while much of the east remained neglected. Roads deteriorated, industries collapsed. Biafra, Biafra, voice of truth and freedom. The rising sun will rise again. The nightmare did not disappear, rather it evolved. Across Nigeria today, violence and insecurity continue to devastate communities. Armed attacks by Fulani herdsmen, terrorists, have left villages destroyed, farmers killed, women violated, children orphaned and churches burned. Boko Haram and its offshoots have unleashed terror across multiple regions in the southeast. Demands for Biafra and self-determination are often met with military crackdowns, arrests and bloodshed. Protesters have been killed, fear and tension continue to rise. These tragedies reflect the deadly consequences of forcing vastly different peoples into one political structure. Through the 1914 British amalgamation, distinct ethnic nations, religion, traditions, ideologies, and systems of governance were merged without consent and without a shared national vision. The North's feudal and religious conservatism can never blend with the South's entrepreneurial drive. And the East Republican individualism attempts to hold the Union together continue to be at the cost of innocent blood. Why does Biafra matter?
Biafra means self-determination.
Biafra represents dignity, survival, and the right of a people to life and choose their future. symbolizes resist, innovation, enterprise, and hope. The vision is of a nation with secure borders, focused development, protection of its citizens, and economic engagement with the world of future, free from oppression, fear, and perpetual conflict. The solution is not endless political conferences, military force or federal quota system, but a peaceful separation based on shared values and voluntary association. History shows that artificial unions often fracture violently, while honest separation can allow wounded nations to recover.
Biafra is not dead, Biafra lives.
It lives because the desire for freedom cannot be extinguished. Nigeria's ongoing crisis, corruption, insecurity, poverty, and division are proof that one structure cannot hold people with dangerous diversities together. For the million already lost, for the children yet unborn.
Biafra,
Biafra independence is non-negotiable. Let Africa remember that true unity cannot be sustained by force. The world must listen before more lives are lost.
Biafra,
Biafra lives, freedom calls. God bless Biafra. God bless the land of the rising sun. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile, led by Prime Minister His Excellency Okechukwu, for standing tall in the pursuit of Biafra independence. Biafra, Biafra.
A very good evening to you, and welcome to Voice of Biafra TV. The quest has become a must talk about issue. If you're not aware of what is happening in the Biafran circle, then you are not correct. Welcome to Voice of Biafra, the voice of truth, the voice of freedom, the voice of justice, and the voice of the people. It is Friday night, live on Voice of Biafra television. And I will be having a special guest in the house tonight that will be joining us all the way from Washington, D.C. And while that is in the pipeline, I welcome you all to Voice of Biafra television. A lot of things have happened within the week. But the truth remains that, and the fact of the matter is that, Nigeria is breaking into pieces. And Biafrans are getting ready to walk out with their victory of Biafra. Because the whole world is fixating their camera on Nigeria now.
Voice of Biafra TV.
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcaster network. Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
First to speak, first to watch, last to
Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV.
Holy war, holy war.
Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, no only one.
Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Only one. Hear the people sing at last. Voice of Biafra TV.
A very good evening to you all from here, and welcome to Voice of Biafra TV.
Brgie rich dance and sing I'm loud. Go Georgia, for all our heroes we make us proud. Go Georgia, Biafra blood, Biafra spirit strong. Go Georgia, their story they live now they make us holy. Go Georgia, dance with joy even if I they cry. Go Georgia, honor our people we pay the price. Go Georgia, me Trachi we no go ever forget you. Go Georgia, forever bright, forever we go praise. Go Georgia, go Georgia, go Georgia. Back for 1967, call come out Georgia. When trouble show face, hope still stands tall. Them stand ground well to protect their own. Past fire, hunger, rain and heavy stone. Oju cool us with hearts way true. Mama them fight, papa them too. Picking them brave as them walk at the road. Every sacrifice where them sow, na good see them soldiers. Them build things with hand and sense with bright. Obuni go shine like morning light. Ulia strip they touch the sky. Them say we no go die, we go still try. No we no go let their name just fade away. Their strength now our strength to this very day. Forever bright, forever we go pray. Millions leave us, but now no be vain. Their pain turn to our big gain. Whole world look and learn the truth about human value and brave you. From east go west pass every say. We dey carry their legacy. Strong sense they run deep inside. Every step where we take, now pride where they guide. Women stand when hope almost go. Them you wound, them show love well. You them arise, keep fire, they burn. Freedom dream, now waiting we they learn. May 30 we go stand and sing, I'm loud. For all our heroes, we make us proud. Biafra blood, Biafra spirit strong. Their story they live, now they make us solo. Dance with joy, even if I they cry. Honor our people, we pay the price. May 30 we no go ever forget. Forever bright, forever we go praise. We remember the hunger, we remember the pain. We remember the victory, we come out from rain. No winner, no loser, but spirit no breaking. Promise of peace where them talk, we no go take on for faking. Justice and truth, we hold them high. Under sun and under sky. This be our day, this be our song. Where we belong, where we belong.
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV,
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV,
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra TV. And we shall be joining Washington, D.C. live from here to relay the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile to the entire war. Prime Minister, can you hear me from here?
Yeah, am I coming out?
Yes, I can hear you. It's good to have you once again on Voice of Biafra Television, live from Washington, D.C. And you're welcome again to Voice of Biafra. It is Friday night. Biafran people await your presence.
Thank the great work you're doing for Biafran people. We really appreciate. Good afternoon from here, my fellow citizens. Greetings to all the honorable ministers of Biafra Republic government in exile and also de facto government. I greet you all. And to our allies, our friends, we say thank you for supporting us and to hear our voice. Also in ways to help us. It's true that we are facing difficulties in this troubled time, a lot of challenges, temptation here and there, but that will not prevent Biafra from coming. It is already destined by our God, Chukwu Okike Abia, the creator of the heaven and earth, Jehovah God, for us to be free. He created us as freeborn, as free people, and we must be free. Our land is being occupied by the terrorist state of Nigeria after the genocidal civil war. They reannexed Biafran territory. And since then, the inhumane treatment did not stop. They intensified to make sure they Islamize Biafran people. They try everything they can to chase us out of our land. Thank God that we Biafrans are resisting because we know who we are. We can never be Islamized. We have seen that the God that we worship, we being Christian, that is where light, that is where our salvation is coming from. That is where the light of God will shine upon us. From the teaching of the Holy Book, for us to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. The Holy Book, the Bible, taught us how we can be of good conduct anywhere we find ourselves in this global community or in this world. We can't leave the teaching of our God and embrace Islamic jihadist terrorist teaching, of which their God, Allah, taught them how they will kill Christians, how they will behead women, children, how they will rape women, goat, cattle. We can't worship such God. We worship the God that we believe in, the God of life, the God of salvation, the God that taught you how to show love to your fellow human being. For that reason, our stand still remains with our Creator. And for that purpose that He created us to dwell and live in the land of Biafra. It's our God-given land that He have given us we cannot allow or let anyone take it away from us. This troubled time, a lot been happening. Temptation from here and there, discord from here and there. Why the Nigerian terrorist government is coming after me here in the United States of America, they are also using some Biafrans to work against freedom of Biafra. It's heartbreaking. It is expected because this journey will not be easy. We can't get our freedom in a platter of gold. Everything in this life is full of challenging, but if you resist, stand your ground, at the end, you will be a winner. At the end, you will receive a reward for your hard work. Biafra Republic government in exile is here to stay. We're going nowhere. This is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. This is the government of Biafra. It is the legitimate government recognized by the United States of America. This government will restore the lost glory of Republic of Biafra. Biafra Republic government in exile will restore Republic of Biafra. And we must be free. Please, I will use this opportunity. We already know what is happening in our region and also around our neighbor, Nigeria. The terrorist state of Nigeria that sponsor these terrorists, they are killing Christians in Biafra territory, in Nigeria territory, across the region. It's not a new thing to us. If you think that the killing will stop, you are joking. Once these terrorists lift their sword, that sword don't come down until they accomplish their goal. Islamic religion grow by conquering other religions, other nations. Jihadism is part of their religion. Jihadism is part of their worship. They call it a holy war. Even the so-called moderate Muslim, they don't condemn this jihadism. They don't condemn these extremists. Behind closed doors, they sponsor them. It gives them joy because if these terrorists succeed, that means they have converted or they have get more people to worship their God, Allah. We can't coexist with people that will be killing, shouting Allah Kubaku, shouting that is the will of Allah. We don't want to worship such Allah that love when innocent children are being killed. We don't want to worship such Allah that love raping of women, children. We don't want to worship such Allah that believe by committing crime, killing other people. That is what brings praise to his name. A lot of Biafrans have been massacred daily. By who? By Nigerian terrorist government. The same government that sponsors insecurity in Nigeria. By extension, in Biafra land. Because they are still occupying our land. We will fight. We will do everything we can to chase them out of our land. because it is our land. It is our right to defend ourselves. And our freedom we must get. Please, if you see what is going on within the Biafran struggle today, don't be surprised. It is expected. It happened in India when they were fighting for their freedom. It happened in South Africa, why the group of Mandela have the upper hand, because the group of Mandela form a government in exile, while you have other groups also agitating. Please, if you're part of Biafra Republic government in exile government, you remember you are in a government of Biafra. Serve your people with all you have. Do everything you can. And serve with honesty, dignity, and with respect. Don't undermine other groups. Here in United States of America, you have the government of America. And you also have other organizations like the Red Cross, Salvation Army. It's a lot of organization. There is no difference with ours as well. We have a government. The only legitimate government is Biafra Republic government in exile. All other groups, they can have their groups, organize themselves, and support their government. As long as they are not working against Biafra Republic government in exile, we will not have problem with them. And also remember, after we have successfully liberated Biafra land, we will have parties. Like here in America, you have the Republican Party, you have the Democrat Party, and you also have the independents, of which you can run under Republican or Democrat, or you can run as independent. When Biafra is totally free, we might have something like USB Party. They have their right to contest to win election. BGC, Imam Mahmoud group, they can form a party. CRC group can form a party. 100-man group can form a party. IPOB under Mazin Nnamdi Kanu can also be a party wings. And IPOB under Chike Doziem can also be a party. And we will not forget, after the genocidal war, a man who worked very hard to resurrect the movement, Chief Ralph Owazurike. He do deserve credit, no matter what happened. If you have not resurrected this movement, I don't know if you and I will wake up to be talking about Biafra today. Chief Ralph Owazurike, Mazop can also not can. Mazop party will also contest. Then we'll go through a process of selecting the best candidate. It happens in every civilized world where they practice good democracy. Every party will not come with their best candidate. Then there will be a debate. Biafran people will hear from Mazop group, from Chief Owazurike, from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu IPOB, from DOS IPOB, from BGC group, from Simon Ekpa party, from USB party, they will vote for who will lead them. That is a true democracy. After we totally liberate Biafra land during the transition process, we will have election in Biafra land. And as I'm speaking, some of this group are already willing to work with Biafra Republic government in exile. Very soon, we'll let Biafran people know these groups. After we have thoroughly make sure that working together, of which is a good idea, and we hear a good fruitful result for Biafran people, because we are all Biafrans. No Biafra is greater than any Biafra. Nobody owns Biafra. Biafra belongs to all of us. And in Biafra, we must practice true democracy. Biafra will not practice a monarch system. If we want to practice a real democracy, that is where we'll have a system, whether presidential system, paramilitary system, of which we'll have a president or a prime minister. We will not have a system where we worship any individual as God. Biafra people believe in Chukwu Okike Abiam, Jehovah God, the supreme God, the supreme leader of all and all, with his son, Jesus Christ. The system of Biafra prohibits supreme leader. Biafra will not worship any human being. And nobody is bigger, greater than Biafra. We will not have a monarch system. If we have made mistake in the past, that is a mistake. Every day, the jungle gets matured. Every day, we correct our mistakes. We learn what we don't know. Our ears are wide open to listen, to get advice from the experts. Biafra will practice a true democracy. Biafra can never be my business. It can never be a family business. It can never be a community business. It can never be organization business. It is business of all of us. That is why in Biafra, we will not have anything like supreme leader. Our supreme leader is Chukwu Okike Abiam, Jehovah God. Please, if you're a Biafran and you mean well for Biafran people, be truthful to yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. In the history of Biafra, fighting for Biafra freedom, starting from 1967 to 1970, our presidents have never been in Washington, D.C. like today. You and I, under Biafra Republic government in exile, make it happen by the support of Biafran people that have elected us to serve them. We are servants of the people. You cannot be a supreme over people you serve. We serve with humbleness, humility, like what is happening in this disgraced country called Nigeria today. The president of Nigeria is above the whole nation, the whole country called Nigeria. Instead of them serving the interest of the people, they are serving their own interest. That is why you see all this looting of Nigerian fund that meant to serve the people, fund that meant to have a better hospital, better clinic, to build better road infrastructure, fund that is designed to make sure they have a functionable airport, seaport, fund that are allocated for energy, for electricity. This government, they embezzle the fund because they care less for the people they serve. Instead of being the servant of the people, they now turn the people to be their slave. Because of the system of supreme leader, because they are above the people they're supposed to serve. We in Biafra Republic government in Ezra, we are your servant. We will serve you with the best of our knowledge, with humbleness. We are not your supreme leader. Nothing in history of Biafra like supreme leader. We're not going to practice a monarch system. In this 21st century, true democracy is not the system of Omunna back in the days, where you have the Eze, then you have the Elders Council. What are we talking about? Are we going back to 1500 years ago? Or are we moving forward? We can't have a system where we have a supreme leader, Elders Council. What kind of system is that? That is why I encourage every group to work with Biafra Republic government in Ezra. You have your own part to play. Come to your government. Bring your expertise. Bring the best you have. We need you on board. We cannot do it alone. That is why I'm calling on all this group, especially these groups that are fighting themselves on social media, disgracing themselves. The government of Biafra is not happy about it. IPOB under Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, shield your sword. Reserve that sword, you need it to fight your enemy. IPOB under Mazi Chike Doziem, shield your sword. These two IPOB group fighting themselves will yet no result. Reserve that sword. You need that sword to fight your enemy. We cannot be calling for peace. And we that are calling for peace will still be the one that is causing chaos, problem. This government is real concerned about this issue. Please, every other group, shade your sword. And the BGC, CROC group of Mazi Simon Ekwa, shade your sword. You can be calling for peace and you suing the government of Biafra, of which Mazi Simon Ekwa confesses and realizes that Brgie is the government of Biafra, of which he's part of Brgie at the time, before he chose the side he want to work with. Brgie is still the government of Biafra. Brgie is not hijacked by anyone. No one born of a woman can destroy Brgie. No one born of any woman can hijack Brgie. No one can hijack the government of Biafra. No one can hijack the government of the people. God can use you, can use me as a willing tools to get Brgie to function and work as a government. That don't mean that government belongs to you or me. If God have chosen to use me as a willing tools to put together the government of Biafra, that don't mean it's my government. It's your government. Without you, I can't do nothing. Without you sending me to work for you, I can't do it on my own. When I go to Washington, D.C., throughout this week, I visit Washington, D.C. 3 times. All the time while I'm in Washington, D.C., I never mention my name that I'm there for the business of Ogichukunkire. It's always the business of Biafra Republic government in exile. It's always the business of Biafra people. Shame on all the evil people coming after the government of Biafra. Sheathe your sword. Use that your sword against our enemy. We can't be enemy among ourselves. We can't be calling for peace, unity within us, and we are fighting one another. Brgie is government of Biafra, and it's never been hijacked, can never be hijacked. Brgie is in good hand. I, as a messenger, you have made me your gatekeeper of Biafra Republic government in exile. I accept it. As the gatekeeper, I will make sure nothing happened to Brgie. Nothing happened to Biafra Republic government in exile. If anything happened to Biafra government, it will be a disaster from Washington, D.C. Do you all want Washington, D.C. to start looking at us, taking us on serious? Brgie have opened the eyes of lawmakers in Washington. Few hours ago, when I opened my phone, I saw a wonderful, beautiful text from one of our allies from U.S. government. I laugh and I respond back, great. What you don't know is bigger than you. But for you that have trusted me and gave me this assignment, thank you. For you that believe in me, be rest assured, Biafra is here. I will not disappoint you, but I will make sure every mistake that we have made in the past will correct everything. Throughout this week, all my meeting in Washington is a top, high-level meeting. I can't even tweet about the meeting, comment on it, or take a picture. Top secret meetings. Why I'm here fighting for you. You are there fighting against me. A wonder shall never end. I love my job. I love what I'm doing. Because I see that the future is bright. What I'm doing for you, and by your help, with your support, is yielding fruit. Because we are going to save millions of Biafra. Time is coming when the population of Biafra will be over 1 billion. If we allow these terrorists to kill us all, this population that will billion in time to come, that will not happen. We are saving our life. We are saving the life of Biafra. We are saving the life of our children, born and unborn. That is what I love most about my job. What gives me the power to keep fighting, to keep doing what I'm doing? I know I'm representing the one who created the heaven and earth. I know I'm following the footsteps of our Lord Jesus Christ to save life. If we don't save the life of Biafran Christians, our God will judge us. If we know what is right, what we're supposed to do, if we don't do it, our God will not forgive us. Instead of all of you to support the achievement, what is happening from Washington, some decide to fight the servant who have dedicated himself, whether he live or die. He said, Biafra, here I am, send me, send me. Some don't know how I journeyed to Washington back and forth. I don't use the fund of Biafra for that. Biafra have never paid me a dime. I have never used Biafra dime. Rather, I contributed financially to make sure things are going the right direction. While you have some, because they want to make money from YouTube, they want some view, they will use the name of Ogechukwu Nkiri with lies, deceit, call me name, call me fraudster, call me criminal, call me. You can keep calling me from now till tomorrow. That will not stop me from fighting for Biafran people. That will not stop me from fighting for thousands and millions of Biafrans. That will not stop me from saving the life of Biafran people. I am Mazi Ogechukwu Nkiri. A lot of you all underestimate me. I am fantastically stubborn for what I believe in. I see a pattern, light in this cause of freedom, knowing that the freedom is here, knowing that the freedom is coming. And some want me to quit. Some want me to tap out. Some want me to surrender. Surrender where? I go nowhere. Biafra is here. After all this achievement, from the top to the bottom, some want Brgie to be dissolved. Do you think if Brgie is dissolved, United States of America will ever work with Biafran people again? Now that they have started taking us serious, even from Israel, we have had a lot of conversation as well. They have started taking us seriously now. And some advise Mazio Gechukwu to dissolve Brgie. If Brgie is dissolved, that means we don't have a government, correct? Are we going to achieve Biafra with organization under what structure? Biafra Republic government in exile is here to stay, and that is final. No one born of a woman, even me, can stop Brgie. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even Simon, even Mazi Sonia Barawa. Nobody, even Nigeria, even America here, because America, they already know what we are doing is the right thing. So they will not even go there. Rather, they will support us. Nobody! Because we are doing the right thing. We also follow footsteps of countries that have regained their freedom. Google, and you will find out that there's a lot of countries that have go through this pattern before, where they form government in exile, like South Africa. So what we are doing is not strange. It's not like something that never happened before. We also have good advisors. We have good lobby team, good lawyers. Please, group of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, shield your sword. We love you very much. We are fighting for one common goal, which is Biafra. When I testified in Congress last year, June, not one page, not 2 pages, written testimony that was submitted to Human Rights Commission, we emphasize more and talk about the atrocity of Nigeria towards the Biafran people, and how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition kidnapped from Kenya, how Simon was jailed in Finland, and we strongly recommend to the United States of America to sanction Nigeria. Why testifying? I did not testify about Mazi Gechukwu. It's all about Biafra and freedom of Biafra. If I have not loved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Simon, do you think a whole more than 1, 2, 3 page, it's all about Simon and Nnamdi Kanu? All of you evil people, disease from your evil. And remember, karma is real. You reap what you sow. Those independent media, those bloggers, report what you know. Let your news be accurate. Don't try to make money from YouTube by sabotaging me, sabotaging Biafran people. Because whatever you do, in the long run, it will affect you and your children. It's not my word, it's the word of God. Because when God lay curse, God always say, generation upon generation. Whatever you do, it will affect you and your children, remember. And the land of Biafra that we are fighting for will not bless you. When things will be happening in your family, you will wonder how, not knowing, because you have lied against an innocent man. Not knowing, because you have offended the land of Biafra. in social media, I saw a lot of lies upon lies against me. People saying what they don't know about me, calling me name, calling me criminal. But the ones that one day I will bring some proof or some individuals that have cried to me, telling me how they are struggling, telling me how difficulty, how they are really, when you see struggle, I feel pity. I start to help some as much as I can. And there's this very one individual who I took like my brother. If I count how I have helped this person, it's in thousands, not one today. Make me his worst enemy. And everything he have said about me is not true. But he don't know that. He don't know the repercussion of what he's doing. He don't know that will affect him. I know he's listening and he's watching this program. That will affect him and his family. He's laying a serious curse on himself. This is somebody where he don't even have money to pay a bride price. He cried to me. I sponsor him to make sure, because see, wise decision he made to marry and settle down and have a family, which is a beautiful thing. It's one of the commandments of God. Go to the world, multiply, be fruitful. The money that I work very hard for, I send it to this individual from the bottom of my heart. He sent me a video when they were paying the bride price and everything he pushes. The same person will call me criminal from morning till tomorrow. Do you think that family will not be cursed? I'm just using him as an example. And everything I did for him, not with Biafra money. God bear me witness. It's with money I work very hard for. Just because of the love I have for him, thinking that he's working for Biafran people. Disease from your evil way, so you can be blessed. A lot of Biafrans listening to me. You have a lot of our citizens scattered across the globe. Some are not finding it easy. Some are going through hardship. Sometimes it's because of evil that people do. That is why they are suffering. That is why what is happening to them is happening. And this young man in question, living abroad for over probably 10, 15 years, is still broke, still a beggar. He asks himself question, why is he not prospering? Why every year, instead of him moving forward, he still remains a beggar? And why I'm giving this young man, helping him, I also remember, blessed be the one that giving from the abundance of the heart. I will always be blessed. Because everything I have done, everyone I have helped in Biafran struggle, I help from the bottom of my heart. Not only him, there is others like that. There is one also that was crying for laptop online. I help. I love giving. And that is why when I found myself in this great movement to save life, it's my destiny. I will not stop. All of them that are fighting me, all of them that don't want to recognize my effort, my sacrifice, whether they recognize or not, that will not stop who I am. That will not break my spirit. That will not stop me from giving for a right cause or for what I believe in. I go nowhere. I'm going nowhere. I will be with Brgie until Republic of Biafra is totally restored. And Biafra Republic government in exile will never, by any means, be transferred to anybody. The Biafran people have made me the gatekeeper. And I have do what you call key and lock. Lock and key. When they try to destroy this government, I see it coming. I knew what is going to happen. I said, under my watch, the same Biafra Republic government in exile that the people of Biafra have mandated me to register. I will not let them destroy it. Simon Ekpa, realizing that he decided to work with, they went and registered one in Ohio, I believe August 17, 2025. He realized what they register is fake, not original, not authentic. He started telling his group that I hijack Brgie. Hijack go where? I am with Brgie from the beginning. I'm there from the foundation. Brgie is also tied with me. The God of Biafra assigned the Biafran people to make me the gatekeeper. Please stop fighting Brgie. Stop fighting the government of Biafra. You are advised to work with the government. There's no true Brgie. There is no any other government representing the Biafran people from Washington, D.C. And for those groups or any other group that will come to Washington thinking the United States of America will take them serious, that will not happen. You cannot liberate a country like Biafra from this hostile nation called Nigeria with a mere group. You have to be a tough government in exile that know how this works. Please, Mazin Namdekan, IPOB, we encourage you all to work strongly with your government, Biafra Republic government in exile. Mazi Chike Doziem, shield your sword, work with Biafra Republic government in exile. Organize your own group. Biafra Republic government in exile have no problem with any group. This government is not a group. And in any country, you have groups and organizations. At the end of the day, you still have the government of that country. IPOB under Mazin Namdekan is not claiming to be government of Biafra. Chike Doziem group, they are not claiming to be government of Biafra. Imam Madu Abum Group, BGC, they are not claiming to be government of Biafra. CRC Group. If this group that's claiming Brgie belong to them, we they have two Brgie. We they have the Brgie they register in Ohio. And they are suing Biafra Republic government in exile that it belongs to them. That means they have no government. The mantle is in BROGIE. The mantle is in Biafra Republic government in exile. Simon realized that instead of him to work closely with this government that is part and parcel from the foundation before he derailed, he decided to fight this government, of which he will not win. It's a wrong decision. He's supposed to sheathe his sword until his release. I'm here fighting for him from Washington, D.C., under Biafra Republic government in exile, and he's suing Biafra Republic government in exile. Not be, you should be that. This is confused people. Very confused. Mazi Chief Ralph Wazurike, we appreciate how you catapult this movement at a time, how you resurrect this movement. Put your group together. Mazo. Biafran people will never forget you. I, Mazo Gechukunkiri, I will not forget your effort. You jumpstart the movement. If no one want to talk about you, I will talk about you. We are imperfect human beings. We make mistake. Even if you make mistake, all other leaders of Biafra have also made mistake. Are we going to crucify Mazio Wazurike for what? Ayabumbo. Haven't other leaders even fumble, destroy what we are doing more than Wazurike? We advise him to put his group together. And those that have buy the ideology of USB, they can as well put their group together. When Biafra come, we'll all go to the ballot box and vote for who will be governor, who will be this and that. Then all the independent media, both the ones, faceless ones, they can have their own organization or group. If Biafran people choose them, that is what you get from democracy. But this government will make sure that we have a transparent election, fair, and we are going to supervise it. And remember, our allies as well will be invited on board to help us as a new nation to organize and put Biafra together. That is why very soon we will be adopting the system of United States of America, because now they are not our number one ally. And if you have America as your kush, you have to be like that kush. And as well, Biafra was redeclared in Latin Finland, December 2nd, 2024. The ratification is still ongoing. Very soon, very soon, we'll ratify our redeclaration in Washington, D.C. Very soon, we'll ratify Biafra freedom in D.C. We'll ratify our freedom in Washington, D.C., of which we'll have some U.S. official to be in our midst in that very beautiful day. And I also want to let Biafran people know, please, Biafra Republic government in exile is not currently issuing any ID card or any passport. Please don't spend your money Don't let no one scam you in the name of you are getting ID card or passport. That time have not come. We have done some things in the past prematurely, and we are correcting those mistakes. Don't let anyone scam you. Biafra Republic government in Ezra is not issuing any ID card now or passport. I know some Biafrans are desperate. They want to see how I look. They want to have a passport or ID card. Please bear with us. We have things to face before we start issuing ID card or passport. Please don't let no one scam you saying you're getting USB ID card or passport or Biafra Republic ID card or passport. That have been suspended for now. Thank you very much. Please, all groups are welcome to join Biafra Republic government in as I work in hand with your government. Don't fight this government. Don't fight Biafra Republic government in Ezra. You will have injury. A serious one for that matter. Shade your sword. And all these groups I have called, please, stop disgracing yourself on social media. Shade your sword. After Biafra Republic government in Ezra has successfully bring Biafra, your group will be valuable in Biafra land. Your group can come out and contest for election. Please, thank you very much. We might be having some question and answer. And please, every Biafra Republic government official, as the government of Biafra, tread with caution. All these other groups, stop attacking them. Only give them advice. They are all under the government of Biafra. They are still Biafrans. We can only advise them with their mistakes or when they make mistake. And no group will be superior than the government of Biafra. And in Biafra, we will practice true democracy. We will not practice any monarch system. We don't have any supreme leader. Chukwu Okike, Abiam, Jehovah God is our supreme leader. If you know what the word means of supreme leader, just like I, Mazioge Chukwu Nkere, let's say I'm having meeting with any member of Congress tomorrow, I will say I'm the supreme leader of Biafra. They will look at you. Is this another supreme leader from Iran, the Ayatollah family, or is it the supreme leader from North Korea? Dictatorship. Biafra people don't worship human being. We only worship Chukwu Okike. We don't have any supreme leader if not our God. Please. We need to start correcting. And as we progress, we'll gradually educate our people. We will learn things that we have never thought about before. And what we are doing, we motivate other Biafrans. We have millionaires and billionaires and Tanzanians and trillionaires that are Biafrans. When you see all these gallant men and women, people that are, that can represent Biafra or fund Biafra, you go and tell them you are their supreme leader. You just already degrade them. You disrespect them already. Yes. We don't want to let them down. We are servants. I'm Monyo Odibo. I am your servant. Forget about this title, Prime Minister. If not for the office I'm holding, I don't call me my name. I love it. Just like here in America, people over, even some over 30, 40, when you call them Mr., they are angry with you. You make them, it's like they believe people you call that kind of Mr. These are people of 90, 100 years. If not for the title of the office or where I present myself and how I should be addressed, I will say, call me my name. Thank you very much. We'll be having some, I think, Mazi Sonny. This program, I think, is for question and answer, correct? Honorable Minister of Information.
Thank you, Prime Minister
Thank you very much.
of the Biafran people. It's been a wonderful one, and we appreciate your time. And Biafrans, please, if you want to contribute to the cause of Biafra under this very government that the Prime Minister has spoken, please follow the website that is running under the screen: www.biafrarepublicgovernment.org, so that you can contribute your quota to support the government of Biafra. We appreciate the Prime Minister with his entire cabinet. It's not been easy to take all these bullets and to also create all the time, the energy, the resources, your money, and everything for Biafra. From your speech, you are not being paid for anything. You use all your resources, you use your money to sacrifice for Biafra from the beginning to the end. While those that you are even fighting for get financial benefit. Yeah. Yet the same people that you fight for that get financial benefit are the people that are fighting against you and your government, working so hard to destroy you. And it's so pathetic for Biafrans to see that the congressional testimony in the US Congress last year, everything was about the release of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra freedom. Like you stated, there was no line throughout the 8 pages of the congressional testimony to the US Congress. There was no line that depicted your name asking for a favor for Okechukwu Nkere. There was no line. Neither was there a line or sentence that asks for favor or protection to the family of Okechukwu Nkere. Not the wife of Okechukwu Nkere, not the children of Okechukwu Nkere, not his company or his business, but all for Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. And today, Biafrans can see that the same Mazi Simon Ekpa that you're fighting for is the one that is inside prison and is filing a lawsuit against Brgie and against you personally, and also against the lobbyist and against the attorney that is fighting for Biafra to be on the table of America. It is pathetic and shocking. And we believe that it is what must happen for Biafran people to understand and see and know that it is the right time for Biafra independence to be actualized. Because never a time like this that the Biafran people has been this close and also gotten to Washington, D.C. to table their case to this point that they now speak and have handshakes with the U.S. government on Biafra discussions. So if there is attack or a reprisal attack coming in from even the person that you're fighting for to be free from inside prison, and even Biafrans that you're fighting for to be free, plus Nigerian government, who have launched a series of attacks against you and Brgie in America to be destroyed, and to see that you are captured like the way they captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and put inside a bag and brought down to Nigeria. If all these are happening at this time, and all these opportunities did not avail itself during Ojukwu and Philip Effiong time of Biafra independence, because they sought so much opportunity to see that Biafra gets to America and to be discussed in Washington, D.C., and for any of the congressmen or ambassador or even a think tank group in America to discuss Biafra in any way, opportunity did not avail itself. So if this is happening at this time in our own dispensation, and then those you're fighting for are now joining hands with the enemy of Biafra to fight against you, it actually means that Biafra is here and that we are at the right point to get it all done once and for all. Nigeria is on a time bomb now. It is exploding. Boko Haram terrorism is escalating on a daily basis and going everywhere. So I see it that the opportunity of the Biafran people has come. The time to get it all actualized has come. So Biafran people, like the Prime Minister said, you should count it joy that your crown and your glory has arrived. That which you've been waiting for is actually here. So it is incumbent on you to join your hands and deliver your Biafra independence. We'll take a short break, and our lines will also be on, and then we will have a chat out with the Prime Minister for some minutes. Later on, the line will be open for those that want to call in to air their views and also to ask some questions. The Prime Minister is here to answer questions from everybody today. You can throw in your question from any angle. He will select the one that is best to answer to the public interest. The one that is not suitable, he will know how to handle it. So avail yourself of this time and make it happen. We take a short break and we continue when we return.
In the heart of Africa, a nation bleeds, not from a single wound, but from 1,000 cuts, inflicted by a false union, never meant to endure. This is the story of 9Geria. A giant built on false foundations, now straining beneath the weight of its own contradictions. And at the center of that storm stands the unbroken spirit of Biafra, crying out for freedom from a nightmare that has consumed millions. It began with the rivers of blood in 1966. Thousands of Biafran men, women and children Professionals, traders, students and families who had built lives across the Federation became targets in the northern city, fueled by ethnic hatred and religious hostility. Mobs descended upon innocent civilians. They were slaughtered in their homes, in crowded markets, and aboard trains carrying desperate families back to the east. Streets were littered with bodies, rivers choked with corpses. Survivors returned to the east carrying trauma, grief, and the painful realization that they were no longer wanted in the Nigerian Union.
Biafra, Biafra,
Voice of truth and freedom.
Biafra, Biafra.
The rising sun will rise again. Then came May 30th, 1967. A desperate act of survival. What followed were 30 months of unimaginable devastation. The Nigerian military, armed and backed by foreign powers, including Britain, Russia and Egypt, surrounded the young republic. A total blockade was imposed. No food, no medicine, no escape. Starvation became a weapon of war. 5 million, mostly civilians, many of them children, perished during what was not just a conflict but genocide against Biafra. Bombs fell on markets, hospitals and villages. Communities were razed. The world watched in silence while famine hollowed the faces of innocent children. Some nations spoke out, but many turned away. The war officially ended in paper in 9Geria under the declaration: no victor, no vanquished. Yet for Biafrans, the suffering did not end. Their properties were confiscated, careers destroyed. Biafrans were given only 20 pounds, regardless of how much they had. Entire families struggled to rebuild shattered lives. The promise of reintegration faded into disappointment. Marginalization deepened in Nigerian government appointments. Infrastructure and control of resources from Biafran land. Oil flowing from the Biafra land enriched the center, while much of the east remained neglected. Roads deteriorated, industries collapsed.
Biafra, Biafra.
Voice of truth and freedom. The rising sun will rise again. The nightmare did not disappear, rather it evolved. Across Nigeria today, violence and insecurity continue to devastate communities. Armed attacks by Fulani herdsmen, terrorists, have left villages destroyed, farmers killed, women violated, children orphaned and churches burned. Boko Haram and its offshoots have unleashed terror across multiple regions in the southeast. Demands for Biafra and self-determination are often met with military crackdowns, arrests and bloodshed. Protesters have been killed, fear and tension continue to rise. These tragedies reflect the deadly consequences of forcing vastly different peoples into one political structure. Through the 1914 British amalgamation, distinct ethnic nations, religion, traditions, ideologies, and systems of governance were merged without consent and without a shared national vision. The North feudal and religious conservatism can never blend with the South's entrepreneurial drive. And the East Republican individualism attempts to hold the Union together continue to be at the cost of innocent blood. Why does Biafra matter?
Biafra means self-determination.
Biafra represents dignity, survival, and the rights of a people to life and choose their future.
Biafra
Symbolizes resilience, innovation, enterprise, and hope. The vision is of a nation with secure borders, focused development, protection of its citizens, and economic engagement with the world of future, free from oppression, fear, and perpetual conflict. The solution is not endless political conflict. masses. Military force or federal quota system, but a peaceful separation based on shared values and voluntary association. History shows that artificial unions often fracture violently, while honest separation can allow wounded nations to recover.
Biafra is not dead, Biafra lives.
It lives because the desire for freedom cannot be extinguished. Nigeria's ongoing crisis, corruption, insecurity, poverty, and division are proof that one structure cannot hold people with dangerous diversities together. For the million already lost, for the children yet unborn.
Biafra,
Biafra independence is non-negotiable. Let Africa remember that true unity cannot be sustained by force. The world must listen before more lives are lost.
Biafra,
Biafra live, freedom calls. God bless Biafra. God bless the land of the rising sun. God bless Biafra Republic, government in exile, led by Prime Minister His Excellency Okichukunke, for standing tall in the pursuit of Biafra independence. Biafra, Biafra.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra. It's been a very wonderful evening, and we had the opportunity of listening to the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, all the way from Washington, D.C. And we're back to the studio after his speech, and he will be available few hours available to him based on his schedule for us to discuss and for the line to be open for Biafrans that want to call in and to also aid their views. So Biafrans, you have a phone number that is displayed on top of the screen. So please get your phone and save the number in your WhatsApp so that you can call when the line is open. We decided to display the number now so that it will be visible to everyone. While we dive into the question and answer session of the Prime Minister, it's very good to have the Prime Minister back. Prime Minister, congratulations, let me say, on your battle Pro Max level now, because that is how I would describe it. It is only when someone is superlative that you now be on a very hot and a hotter and the hottest seat. And then the battle is not an easy one now, because you are getting bullets coming in from Finland as a country and Europe as a continent, and the prison of Finland as a dungeon. Then you're also getting bullets coming from Nigeria, from Tinubu, with all his lobbyists in America, and some of the lawmakers that he has been able to bribe the way he wants, and those that is working on the ground with him. Because even his drug cartel records are concealed in America because of the money he's paying to some people. Then, your battle has not finished there. You have some other bullets coming even from your own cabinet, because you still have some Sabo that are throwing some bullets on you. Then, there are some other bullets coming from some other people that you had trusted so much and expected that at this time they will be the pillars of Biafra. So my congratulations to you is that you've been able to stand or to hover above the storm How, 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 how did you do it? How did you do it? And how are you doing it? And how are you able to cope with it?
For freedom is not a joke. Freedom is not given, it's taken. You have to be ready. You have to prepare yourself mentally, physically. You know, it's expected to happen. And we Biafrans, especially, we are not used to violence. We are not used to this nature of being so troublesome. That's why we let a lot of stuff go. And that's one of the reasons why these herdsmen or these terrorists, they are using that as a weakness against us. Because our people are so peaceful and, they always use this word, you can't hurt a fly. That's who the Biafrans are. So Biafrans believe in live and let live. So, and when you are not prepared, before you go to battle, then when your enemy are coming with all this heavy, you'll be freaked out. You have to be prepared. So seeing all this happening, and some of our people always believe in their, Biafrans are also well educated. Some are thinking that their education is already a license for them to be smart or for them to know more than everybody else. So that's a mistake. So a lot of these people, they just believe that some, like the ones that are coming after me, believe they can do it better. Who am I? I can't do nothing. I can't achieve nothing. But at the end of the day, since 2020, before 2023, when the government was, formed, I've been doing a lot, even behind the scene. So
Thank you, Prime
those
Minister.
are
Thank you, Prime Minister. I have more questions for you. So don't extend too much of time because I got the question from what you just said and the answer has already been extracted. I congratulated you for being able to take too many bullets. And then my question was, how are you able to cope with all this? And then you said, it's preparedness. So you actually prepared and waited and you knew what was coming. And you knew that you will need the armor to be able to shield all this. So the preparedness in you is really working and is taking so much. So we appreciate you and congratulations once again. So my next question goes like this. Tinubu goes after you. And it means entire Nigeria goes after you. And then, being the top figure of, and the spokesperson and the leader of the Biafran people, it means Biafra is on the spotlight. Then, all of a sudden, you see a lawsuit from Mazi Simon Ekpa from inside prison, also coming after you to your entire cabinet and to your legally acquired lobbyist and the attorney of Brgie. How do you respond to this and how do you feel seeing that this attack is coming from Tinubu government with so much money that has been paid, and also from even Simon Ekpa that you went to Washington, D.C. to work so hard on a daily basis to see that he is released? How do you see the clash of the two coming out the same time?
Nigerian government coming after me is expected. Yes, and they didn't just started 2026. They didn't start last year. They started since 2023. I knew around the time frame because of what is happening, which I'm not going to go into details, but a lot of Biafra they know about what I'm talking about. There's actually a time that I gave a Mazi Simon about a hit about some event, something that occurred, and I pinpoint where it's actually coming from. After the government was registered, which I play a big role in registering the government, and after we inaugurate our office, after we inaugurate our office in USA here, it's a big blow to Nigerian government. It never happened before. It's significant. And even during the inauguration, all of you watch it live. So do you think the Nigerian government will be quiet? See, and they're seeing our flag flying on top of the roof of the office building. So the attack started since 2023. And they actually intensified the attack this year. And they didn't act fast. What they are doing now, I thought that's what they'll be doing way before, but they underestimate as well because they focus more in Finland. So, seeing what it's just expected that Nigerian government will do what they are, being a terrorist country. They have done that in Kenya successfully. They kidnapped Mazin Nambika and extraordinary rendition him, and they done that in Finland. But they find it a little bit difficult to repeat the same pattern here in the United States of America because of how the system here work. So it's just expected. But for Simon suing from it's kind of weird though because I haven't here or I don't know if I can recall any time where somebody will sue someone else from prison. I don't know how that work, but we'll figure out, we'll find out how. So it's just disheartening, and no one know what is happening behind the scene. We pray that he will be released very soon, but it's just not a good step. It's not a good thing, and he also shows sign of weakness, sign of being confused, and sometimes mentally, we don't know what his mental status, if he's in good health, or if mentally, something is wrong. So sometimes people do things that when they start doing things that are not normal, you start questioning what is going on. Is this person okay? Is he mentally fit? What is going on? Or is just because of us being being human, that who will make mistake as human? But coming after the same Brgie that is part and parcel from the beginning, it's just it's disheartening. Sometimes it's just unbelievable what is going on. But at the end of the day, we thank God that people like us place as gatekeeper of this movement, of which a lot of fight from the top, even from the other groups fighting the same government for us to dissolve this government. We don't want government. Well, how will you? You're fighting to rescue a nation and you say you don't need a government. And at the same time, once upon a time, you also prophesy about the government, that we're going to have a government. Now we have the government, you say you don't want the government. No, you should be that. So something is just wrong. But, I'm kind of shocked that some have decided to, one way or the other, betray Biafran people. But that will not stop us from doing what we are doing or even fighting for their release. So when they are out, they can see the mess they have caused, and we'll figure out what the problem is. We see one, if they are okay, or they need a kind of medical attention. So That's all I can
Thank
say on
you.
this.
Thank
How I
you.
feel
Thank
about that.
you. Thank you, Prime Minister. And you dropped another bomb there. You said some people from the top want the government dissolved. I leave that clause for the Biafran people to go and ponder about. Biafrans want people from the top. They want the Biafra government in exile to be dissolved. So go and ponder about that very clause. So, Prime Minister, thank you so much. You've answered that one very well, and I believe the audience are catching up with this very question and answer section. Just like you said, that they said they have dissolved Brgie, and we saw that from Ngozi or Abu Fulani group of USB charger. And she said Simon appointed her to declare Biafra. And after she declared Biafra, according to her, she dissolved Brgie. So now that they are saying they are suing Brgie and suing you, is it the Brgie that was already dissolved and is in existence to them that they are suing now? Or which one are they suing?
Minister, our struggle every day is getting tougher, harder, and also enjoyable. Because if you followed how we're progressing, that will give you joy. Like the test I received today is very important. And this a top official at high level. So when I say high level, it's very high level. So years ago, if somebody even whisper on our ear that our time is coming, we'll be getting a message to meet here, to meet there, this department, you will say, how do we? Hey. So it's enjoyable in the sense that upon all this difficulty, we're still achieving a lot. With little we have, God is on our side, knowing that He needs to support His people. So seeing what Simon and some others are doing, at a time they play a big role, but sometimes they can derail. So don't mean that we will not remember them for the good side they have done. But like I mentioned of Wazirike before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kickoff, it's from Wazirike. So Wazirike have not resurrected the movement. So we're also going to remember Wazirike, the good side and the bad side. So we are now seeing the bad side of Simon and these other groups there. So he said, as human being will always make mistake. You cannot say you appoint somebody, you surrogate somebody, your surrogate say that they dissolve Brgie, and the same Brgie you dissolve, and the same Brgie, there's they only confuse people. Somebody who is confused or don't know what he's doing, mentally unstable, we go through that part. You cannot dissolve something and you suing what you dissolve. It's not adding up. It's not just, it don't just sound right at all. But at the end of the day, I think those that have been on space, I haven't seen them on space for some time now. They always say BGC, Brgie, the original Breezy ship, the original Brgie. They haven't shown up for almost how many months now. They have heard from Simon that the Brgie, the original authentic one, is the one that is piloting the affair of Biafran people. And the lady that actually visited Simon, Simon told this lady that I hijacked Brgie. I never go nowhere. We are here. The same office of Brgie is still the same office where I'm speaking from right now. So with Brgie is always where Brgie, the office still remain the office 7200 Bel never changed. The article of registration, we did not do the same thing. The work that I was even doing when Simon is here going to Washington, nothing have changed. I'm still the Mazio Gichukunkere. Nothing have changed. Brgie have not changed and it have never been hijacked. So now, I believe Emma and the group will really be ashamed of themselves with that nonsense they registered in Ohio, August 27 last year, knowing that what they are working with is the fake and not authentic Brgie. So,
So,
with what,
PM, PM, you're invariably
Minister?
telling me that this process of Simon Ekpa suing BRGI and your cabinet and your entire team is a validation of authentication of the real BRGI.
Yes, you heard me right. And since
Thank you
then,
so
they
much.
have a lot of this. Since then, they have a lot of their mad dog that always want to say they are the original Brigade. They haven't showed up since I don't know where they are. So please, my advice to these people, they need to sheath their sword. We can't go nowhere with division. We can't be on social media constituting news. The world is watching. Washington, D.C., take us more seriously now. And the state of Israel, they are weighing in our activity. So they haven't really taken us serious before, but they are. It's not something I will be discussing here, but they are watching. So Brigade remain the government, and like other groups that I talked about today, as long as they organize themselves as group, they are not interfering in the government affair. We will recognize them as group. They can work together with the government. We will achieve a lot. And when Biafra come, these groups will delegate who will represent them either in a presidential, as a presidential candidate or a governorship or whatever. So Biafra belongs to all of us. Everyone need to shield their sword and get this straight. The only government that is making things happen is now in United States of America is Biafra Republic government in Essence. And we don't want to miss this opportunity by all these splinter groups. They can have their group, organize themselves, stop fighting each other, build their base, make their, if possible, they turn their base to a political party. And at the end of the day, they are still part of the government. They can nominate anyone from there to be a member of the government, a cabinet member. Government is for all of us. It's not individual property. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister. You seems to be very diplomatic in your pattern of dealing with the splinter groups. Biafran people wants to get a yes and no answer from you from this question. Did you in any way try to go and take the BGC group from the owners?
I've never been part or parcel of BGC. I don't know about that group. So they can
Did
have
you
the
also
BGC.
try to take USB charger group from the owners?
No, I don't have nothing to do with that group. So I don't know why I will blame the government that is piloting the affair and go to group affair.
Thank you. Did you also go to this other group that they call a AVID group, IPOB Nigeria group, Ambassador group, and all of a sudden we see another one, 100 Men group, we see another one, Sokoto Declaration group. Have you made any attempt to go and carry their group or to go and take their group from them?
You just heard me encouraging all the groups to shield their sword, and as long as they are not interfering in the government of Biafra and they are not sabotaging what we are doing, having a group, I don't see anything wrong with that, unless when they start fighting the government. or when they start sabotaging the coming of Biafra. That's when we'll sanction that group or call that group. But for now, all these group, even the calling them this other group IPOB Nigeria, hopefully that Nigeria will be out from there. We just call them as IPOB China Chike Dozim or IPOB Mazin Namikano group, but they just have to work accordance and work closely with this government. So for them, looking down on this government that God has given us is a big mistake. And I don't think that we'll take it lightly with any group that will come to destroy the progress that we have made so far. So I'm just appealing with all of them. Share your sword, support your government. Whatever you don't know about the government, ask questions. If you want to be member of the cabinet, let us know. We are ready to work with any group as long as it's for Biafra. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister. You advocate for all these groups to fall in line because they are mere groups to come and support their government. So you've responded to Biafran people that you have not in any way tried to go to usurp these groups or to steal their group or to hijack their groups. So what is it that is unbeatable about BRGI that all these people now gather as a cloud coming in full force against only one BRGI?
BRGI, one is authentic. Yeah, one is authentic. Number two, especially the members in BRGI cabinet, they are not there because of money or ego. They are not self-centered. They are servants of Biafra people. They are not there to impose leadership over the Biafran people. They are, they humble to serve Biafra. And BROGI have a strong connection tie with the United States of America, which is just undeniable unless some might just want to, act like they don't know what's going on. If Biafra Republic government in Israel is not really dealing with Nigeria from Washington, I don't think Nigerian government will be after me. I don't think they will be fighting Brgie since January this year. So, and the Brgie have been their night watchmen so far, and we'll keep doing what we are doing. And just give me joy that top U.S. officials are now, working closely with Biafra Republic government in Israel, and they are not taking us seriously. So all this other group, they have observed it. If you ask those other groups, like we call them, they are not government to start with. What have they achieved for the past year for Biafran people? IPOB group of Mazin Namdekan, Chike Dozie group, because since they don't recognize the government, so we still have to identify them as a group until any of them recognize the government and we address them how. But as a group of Chike Dozie, what have they achieved in international stage, diplomat way, what have they achieved for Biafran people? So if you ask all these other group, both the one Imam Madu, and BGC, CROC, are nothing to show for them. And if all these other group are threats to Nigerian government, why is Nigerian government not going after Chike Dozie? Why is Nigerian government not going after Ngozi USB? Why is Nigerian government not going after Emma or Chioma or all these, both the ones that are ranting from different countries every day on social media? They know where the they know where the threat is coming from the government that is dealing with them here in the United States of America.
Thank you, Prime Minister. BRJ under your watch does not need Mazi Simon Ekpa from prison to be validated for it to exist or to have success. A BRJ under your watch does not also need Mazi Namdi kind of validation for you to have all the traction in Washington, D.C. Brgie under your watch does not need the IPOB groups, the BGC groups, the USB charger groups, the AVID groups, the ambassador groups, before you made all these successes in Washington, D.C. How so? While every other groups are looking for who to validate them, even with all these validations, they are making nothing. How is it that you don't need validation of any of these people or support from these other places, but yet you are the one that is having handshake with the U.S. government? What is it that you're doing that they need to learn if they have to come to start learning something?
We are a government, we function as a government, so government can need the validation from organization or group. Rather, group or all this organization, we need validation from the government. Just like if you're going to get your ID card, the government can't get ID card from you, or you get the government issue you ID card. Minister, the government
I can hear you,
issue
sir.
you, oh, yeah, the government authorize the ID card that you use, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the government is always ahead. So as a group, the group we have to need validation from the government, not the government to need validation from any group.
That is interesting, sir. Thank you so much. Now, we now understand the secrecy of your successes in Washington, D.C. because there have been several groups that have existed for years and they couldn't make any traction in the U.S. Congress for Biafra. But your own pattern and template has turned the table around, that the U.S. congressmen and women can boldly pronounce Biafra now. We commend your efforts and we commend Brgie under your watch. So, coupled with all this and the recent activities that is happening in the media within the past 48 hours, we see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu going on lockerheads with his IPOB group. And we now see the group also going on lockerheads with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu groups. It's quite interesting to watch. But from your speech, I extracted something. You said you want all of them to sheath their sword, that they need the energy for something that is coming. Please enact those words again to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to the IPOB group so that they will get it very well again. Your advice to them at this very time.
My advice to this group is that we have passed the stage of what they are doing. Respectfully, they just need to respect themselves so that the world will take us serious. It's been too childish. After how many years? Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. We have IPOB as a group. Till now, they haven't matured enough. They still act like babies. They need to sheath their sword. We are in a serious time now, especially now that United States of America, we are working very closely with them. And at them as group, as long as they are not coming to Washington to make joke of our effort, that's where we have problem. A very, very big one. I don't care who it is, we'll go head to head. They can do whatever they are doing where they will do it, but don't come and destroy the progress, what we have achieved. Then the next thing, the US lawmakers will start backsliding again, looking at us like the way they treat Ambazoni. So they just have to be matured and be civil. They need to respect themselves. The leaders of both groups They are adults, they are not kids. They need to stop this nonsense, what they are doing. And, it's just, yeah, I believe that the Nigerian government, them look at these people, how they are jabbing themselves. That's why I said, please, every Biafra Republic government official, don't go and start, just respectfully, if you have any advice to advise, do that. But we don't want to escalate what is going on. We are Biafrans, killing ourselves, destroying ourselves, fighting ourselves. It's not the answer, it's not the result. So they say that follow him that know. If Brgie is the one in the success, it's not my success. It's success of every. If we achieve our freedom through Biafra, it's a welcome development for all Biafra. When Biafra come, all of us will still be, enjoy Biafra when it comes. So they have to stop this nonsense they are doing on social media. I saw Sahara Reporter. They have seen the kind of news they want to carry. That Mazin the kind of group fight Chike Doziem. Chike Doziem fight Mazin. It's mockery. And it's not going to look good for Mazin Namdi Kanu because he also the victim. He's the one suffering in jail. He's been there 2 years before 2021. Now he's still there for how many years now? I don't know if he loved being there, but he need to do and come out and face, what he's facing us. He just need to respect himself and also know that as a prisoner, you can't be there and be dishing others and causing more problem. If he's preaching for unity, he need to shield his sword. And until he's released, then when he released, even the other group of Chikudozim, upon everything they are doing, I'm not here to judge them, they still call him their leader and all that. So I don't really want to dive into it. All these groups just have to grow up, be matured. They're supposed to be groups we supposed to even learn from. Because groups that have been there for years, but upon that, it's just too childish to watch and see what is going on. They need to share their sword and respect themselves because Biafran people are watching. With this, Biafrans will start asking questions. Both those that don't want to disrespect Chike, they are disrespecting Chike today. Both those that don't want to disrespect Maziun Namdekan, he have given them, he opened the door, the privilege for them to disrespect him. He have suffered enough. And he just have to respect himself, shield his sword, and know that him as a prisoner is not a best or wise decision for him to be giving order, dishing order from there. They can as well use that against him. The new group that he's instituting now, if any of this new group do anything, the Nigerian government, if they charge that new group, that will be additional charge. They will charge him. So I don't know where he's getting his advice from, because I knew P2B said he's getting his advice from a madman. Mazin Namdekan, I don't know where you get your own advice, but he need to do what is right. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. So I pray the advice is not from a madman, because there are some advice from madmen that are very disastrous, while there are some that will save your life. But in this very case, this one is unbecoming and so condescending. Prime Minister, thank you so much for your time. Biafrans, the line is open. You can call in after the two questions that will be thrown to the Prime Minister. I appreciate your time, Prime Minister. You did say from your speech that the Biafran government in exile would soon unveil a governmental template that will adopt that of America. Since we are going to America and we are seeking recognition from America, everything that we've been saying is America, America, America. Our leaders of the past, Philip Effiong and Ojukwu of 67 to 70s, were all talking about America. Wazirike was talking about America and their template. Mazin Namdekan was talking about America. Mazi Simon Ekpa was talking about America. I don't know if it is only Asare Dokubo during his time of fighting for Biafra that I did not hear him pronounce that we need to go to America. Maybe for those of you that have seen the video, please try to get it so that we can also give him the credit, because we like to give credit to everybody that have fought for Biafra and sacrificed in any way, keeping every of their excesses aside. So, Prime Minister, I wanted to throw light on this governmental template of America, which you just told the Biafran people that they will be adopting it as their own template for the Biafra Republic.
We all know that America is the leader of this free world. So if their system is working, why not we Biafra adopt American system? And America being the champion and leader, their way of governance is working. So for them, America actually will be our coach, our number one ally, of which they will help Biafran people during the transition and in helping Biafran people to get, stand for us to stand in our feet. So we can have a how what is the right word for that? We can't have this parliamentary system, and while America that are supposed to be helping us in our government, with their own system, it will kind of contradict. It will be kind of difficult in assisting us to be able to be a functionable, better government in Biafra. So it's just wise and appropriate we adopt American system of government. And I believe that every Biafra will agree with me, a system or a government that we understand, instead of a system of the British people that it's not not going to yield fruit for we Biafran people. So it's just going to be wise that since America will be our coach, and for us to adopt their system of government. Very soon that will happen, and it will make things more easier for them to assist us during the transitioning and putting our government in better shape to also compete and be like the best, like America.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for the response. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And you also did talk about the ratification of the Biafra Declaration. And this time you said in America. To some Biafrans that may not understand your terminology of ratification of Biafra Declaration in America, what does that entail? So that they will get prepared and know what they are up to.
Yeah, Biafrans, the truth of the matter is this. Yes, we redeclare Biafra, but we also make some mistakes. There's things that are supposed to be in place, of which that are not in place before our redeclaration. That's why, even if Mazi Simon Ekpa is here, it will be difficult for us to still defend Biafra land, because we can't have two governments operating in Biafra at the same time. So we made a mistake not taking some step to make it easier for us. And our redeclaration is also be tampered with and make caricature and joke of. So we need to clean that up. We'll make sure we go through the process. A lot of countries, I think, have done that in the past as well. So we'll ratify our declaration, and that will happen in the same America, because America is in the center stage. Why it was shifted to Finland before is because of that's where Simon reside. But actually a big mistake America, it would be easier for the American government as well to quickly recognize that it's a weakest. It can be a more clear declaration. I made joke already. So we'll make sure we clean. We'll make sure with Minister of Information, please can you? It's like
Prime Minister, we are having difficulty hearing you properly. So we take a short break and you refresh your network and we continue when we return. Stay tuned, dear friends.
The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
First to speak, best to watch, last to
Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV.
Holy war, holy war.
Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, no only one.
Only one, only one. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one, only one. Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, only one, only one, only one, only one, only one.
Voice of Biafra TV.
Only one, only one, only one, only one, only one, only one.
Hear the people sing at last. Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of the East. Hey, hear our voices rise. Hey,
Land of the rising sun, shining bright for everyone. We rise, we shine, we stand tall. From every town we answer the call.
voice of the East. Hey, voice of the East. Hey, voice of the East. Hey, hear our voices rise. Hey,
Land of the rising sun, shining bright for everyone. We rise, we shine, we stand tall. From every town we answer the call.
voice of the East. Hey, voice of the East.
Yeah, from the rivers and valleys to the hills so high, our dreams keep growing beneath the sky. No more fear, no looking behind. We're hope in our hearts and a future to find. Together we're building, together we're strong. United in purpose, moving along. The light keeps shining for all to see. A people of courage and
Voice
dignity.
of the East. Hey, hear our voices rise. Hey, land of the rising sun, shining bright for everyone.
We rise, we shine, we stand tall. From every town we answer the call.
Voice of the East. Hey, voice of the East. Hey,
Voice of the East.
hear our voices rise. Hey, land of the rising sun, shining bright for everyone.
Oh,
Rise up, rise up,
let the morning light appear.
rise up, rise up.
With hope and vision far and near. Voice of the East.
Yeah, welcome back to Voice of Biafra TV. Before we went on a short break, the Prime Minister was addressing the issue of the Biafra Declaration ratification. And we lost his connection. Prime Minister, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. The floor is yours now. Because we didn't hear anything you were struggling to get what you were saying when you were addressing the Biafra Declaration ratification. Go ahead, sir. You have the floor.
What I'm saying is we will ratify our declaration, which is normal. And that will happen here. I'm coming out, correct?
Yes, I can hear you now.
And that is how that we have the state of America. We are a lot of mistakes take. There's some preparation that's supposed to be, you know, some measures supposed to have care of that didn't happen before. So we'll make sure all that are taken care for the ratification, and as well it be and make caricature by USB with their cheerleading. So Biafra can be joked with. So everything we are doing, we are damn serious. Everything handled properly and in a way that will be respected. At the same time, we will follow the due plan, everything we need to achieve. Ratification, we have achieved it. Just like Somaliland was just recognized Israel, not quite maybe recognition. There's a lot of stuff they have done in Somalia, a lot of resources. They have, they have enable government. Things are just working over 60-70% to the, percent to the right direction. So in our own case, it's something else. So we'll make sure everything is taking place, and things that we're supposed to be done before our declaration that is not that we didn't do, we'll make sure we correct all that mistake this time. So that's the need of ratifying it, and to also clean up some mess. So we cannot get in Biafra with all those nonsense stuff that is not just right for anything that is not befitting our God or our country. So we'll make sure we clean all this up with top U.S. official that will be in our ratification when we are ratified. And so part that will also guide us in way about. I believe every Biafra will believe with me that after the redeclaration, I will ask any of you feel the impact that Biafra land have redeclared, that Biafra have been redeclared. If you go to Biafra land, you can't see any different. You can see what shows that we have redeclared Biafra. So there's things, some measures that we need to take before our ratification, and that will happen. So when that will happen, we'll let Biafras know when to prepare and when they will be coming to Washington, D.C. So a lot will happen that very day. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, PM, for the clarification. Dear friends, the line is open for you to call in. And remember that tomorrow is our general fundraising. You have to join. And on Sunday, we have another general town hall meeting for you to join. So while we wait for the lines and the calls that will be coming in, Prime Minister, in your opening speech, you said there are some people that are destroying your names on the media and they are calling you criminals. And you said you are the one that paid for your bride price, not their bride price. So therefore, people are asking you, when are you going to go and take your wife? Because that is your property and your son. Because if you pay money for your wife and then you leave it somewhere, somebody else is taking care of it for you. So when are you going to go and take your property?
Actually, I will make it property of Biafra. So whenever Biafran people demand for it, they have to say what, let them tell us what they want. But I also want to send a strong message, to Biafrans. Please be upright. Don't castigate. Don't lie at somebody who feed you or who do you no wrong. Karma is real. If that men do live with them or dwells with them, karma, a lot of people are consequences of what their action, of what they, what they have committed or what they have done to others. Especially when your hands are clean. Pilate, when they brought our lives to him to crucify at all the interrogation, he found out that our Lord is innocent of all charges. He was not part of this. Those people that are committing evil, calling me name, saying what I didn't do or what I didn't know, not just sin. There's other mad woman, mad dog, about people group. I have groups I have in Biafra land terrorizing people. I don't have any group. I'm innocent of all this accusation. But tomorrow, when that lady and her family will start, bearing the consequences of her evil action, she will start calling God, why me? People like that, the evil that they do, their same evil is what will hurt her children, her family. Because some of them, their children is part of it. Like this woman in question. She don't know more about electronics. The children help her. So when she starts suffering, whatever she will start suffering, both the children, the cause will follow her children. And this man in question, I feel pity, I feel sorry for him. The future is not going to look bright because of the evil, lies, allegation. It's heartbreaking, but that's what it is. But people that this generation, they will have a bright because of evil. If you don't want it to happen to you, repent. Repent from your evil way. A lot of people are out there. Actually, these questions said because I want to bribe. 2023, early 2023. I have been happy even when so that means when I'm bribing. Is somebody who you have not with 1,000, not enough 4, not 5, thinking you are happy, your fellow man. Somebody you have. One day I'm going to print evidence, show the evidence. Some that are listening to him might think it's just something you did once. Over years, almost 3 years. Whenever I call you with him, the first thing, before you do, we say, Udugu, Oga, you are forgetting us now. That you haven't helped. I haven't helped them. But God is watching. Evil that men do, live after them. He should remember he have children, he have family to take care of. He should pray so that his evil will not affect his children that might be innocent of this. Please, all you, if you are listening, keep your hand clean. Stop committing evil. Because what you do affect your children. And that cause will turn to generational cause. And for what we are fighting for being Biafra, the land of Biafra might not forgive you and your entire generation. Thank you.
Thank you, PM. The line has been jam-packed with calls. And let's see if we can get the first caller. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. You're live on Voice of Biafra TV. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, we can hear you. Go ahead, caller on WhatsApp. Listen to your phone, don't listen to the other device. Listen to the phone you're making the call with. Concentrate on the call.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, this is Chief Success.
Oh, good to have you on the line. It's a success.
Can Should I go ahead?
Go ahead. Your line is breaking. Don't focus on your phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but I've turned down the
Your network is breaking. We can't hear you. Oh, can't hear you. Oh, that is so bad. Please try again. Try again. Your line is breaking. And we didn't hear anything. Those of you that have called while the lines were jam-packed, please, you can try your calls again. Prime Minister is live in the studio, so you may call in again. All right. There's another caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? The caller on WhatsApp,
Can I
can
be
you hear me?
here?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, Honorable Minister of Information. My name is Nero. So I want to greet the Honorable Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogechi Kere, for the light he has thrown on the expedition. And I also want to also greet you, Honorable Minister of Information, for your special announcements. A special greeting to all the cabinet ministers of the Biafra Republic. The question I want to ask is that our former leader, Martin Kano, spoke sometime when he was free that when America started speaking for the freedom of Biafra, it means that the time has come. So the question now is we aware that America has started speaking for the freedom of Biafra, courtesy the Biafra Republic government in exile and her lobbies. And that being said, those that are fighting the ROGI, early this year, the Nigerian government paid about 9.something million naira to fight to war against the ROGI in Washington, D.C. Is it that those that are fighting against the ROGI, they are angry that the Biafra government is putting Nigeria on a hot seat, and the Biafra government is giving Nigeria so much pressure as a result of what they have done over the time? And it felt like the first question I asked is the former leader is aware that today American congressmen and women, ambassadors and lawmakers are speaking for the freedom of Biafra. Courtesy Biafra Republic government in exile. Is it that it's angry that America is speaking for the freedom of Biafra today? These are the questions I want to ask. Thank you very much. I hear the mic.
Thank you so much. You have the floor.
Yeah, thank you very much. I believe he's aware Why is it echoing back to me? Am I coming clear?
Yeah, you're coming clear. I can hear you very well.
Yeah, I believe it's aware. So we just have to keep fighting, keep doing what we are doing. You know that the devil is always at work. He might want to put some confusion in our midst. So don't think that everything will just work in our favor perfectly. He can put the confusion, even starting from him being Mazin Namdeka, that meant well for Biafra people. He might even be the one that will start causing the problem. So, with you, he's not perfect and he meant well for us. So it can happen from any angle. He can use any opportunity to make sure that our movement is destroyed. So I just want each and every one of us to be prayerful to this great movement and to also him and other leaders because we're always going to remember the good deed they have done. And since they are not perfect, they are still going to make mistakes. They can also be used to destroy what we are doing. So unknowingly thinking that they are doing what is right. So he is aware what is happening in Washington D.C. But if we surrender or if we retreat, that means whatever we have achieved will just be waste of time. So we'll keep fighting, keep doing what we are doing. Upon his release, he will come along. If you remember, not a few months ago, on one of our press release, upon his release, when we asked US to sanction Nigeria and also asked US, to help in the release of Mazin Namdi Khan. So upon Mazin Namdi Khan release, we ask him to come to US. Then we'll dialogue and have some discussion with him so that he can know what is going on. Because where he is now, he might not know everything, or he might not see the way me and you we are, the way we are seeing it. So I think I believe I answer your question. So let us just focus in what we are doing in Washington D.C. Him being where he is in Communicado right now, you don't expect him to do everything right. Just remember, like, just see yourself where you are. Just lock yourself in your house for 24 hours, even just for 1 week. Mentally, you're not going to be the same person that you were. So until you regain your freedom. So he always going to also make mistakes as human being. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Kola on WhatsApp. Welcome on board. We lost you before. Can you hear me? Look at your phone. Turn down your TV. Focus on your phone. We can hear you. Go ahead. Yes, proceed. Proceed.
Okay. Good evening, our Secretary of Information and Communication. And I humbly greet His Excellency, Mario Getskunkel, the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic Government in exile, and I greet fellow Biafrans all over the world. It is not a joke, as we are talking about Biafra. This is 45 minutes on top of the hour wherever you are watching from. And to some of us, it's already morning, or to some of us, it's already getting to morning. It is not easy, and we don't have to employ joke or play into this movement. I don't have good questions, but I have to congratulate you because this is my first time of speaking through Voice of Biafra. I must tell you, this is my first time, and I'm enjoying it. I have an advice for those who are killing themselves for a big national cake, which if they play and win great well, they will be part of the cake. I'm having a network interruption.
Can hear you. Can
Hello?
hear you. Go ahead. Can hear you.
Okay. Yes, of the recent, yesterday, the news broke out of suspension and no suspension, counter suspension and not suspension. This is a shame to the global family of Biafra. Even I have already even started to adjust and to identify myself as a member of the Biafra community rather than an IPOB, because it's really bringing a big shame to us. And whatever goes around comes around. I'm going to be speaking in riddles. We have to look for the very foundation of this very issue to deal with it. To deal with it, not for us, but for those who are confused. Point one. Point two is that in freedom fighting, the use of group is most especially common, but the use of government is somehow like searching for a shark in history. We don't have a government. We have a government, we have a prime minister, we have all officials working. And these individuals, to align with their government, they want to sell their group, which is not possible. I will advise them. I know this advice is very different. I will advise them. They should look to the Estonian liberation first. They should look to the South African liberation. But in all this liberation, they're not as tough as the Biafran liberation. But yet, all have an exiled government to work from outside to liberate the inside. But on top, when we were advised to shut down our government, and they presented some sugar-coated offer, which is not good. So anybody who is into this should repent and work with his government. Work with his government. Pierre, you have done much, but you have not done the necessary things needed. Keep pushing. The only necessary needed that people want to hear is that Biafra has been restored. And that is where they want you to be. Not like we are thanking you, but keep pushing. And make the hope of reality. These people, the vulnerable people, they live in the streets. Make their hope shine. Others has denied them and lied to them. But you will not lie to them. I know. There are some of the Biafran Republic government in exile, Brgie, which people have already registered another branch. Another, can I say, a counterfeit of it in one of the states in America, Ohio, to be precise, by last August 2020. Today, they realize that their own is fake. They have to rush to come back to the one that is headquartered in Maryland to look for access control. Like as I'm speaking to VOB now, there was no VOB then, but look at the VOB as an asset of the Brgie. And they want to come and mess everything up. These people, nothing's in their hands. There's nothing. There is nothing that survives in their hands. And you must not allow them to do this. You must not allow them to do this. The same way Mazi Sonny never allows some sycophants to take over the media. Please, this one is directly on your call and your team that you're working with. Do not allow these idiots to infiltrate Brgie in any way, in any capacity. Your advice the IPOB group is taken, and I believe they will work towards it. Make sure they come to their government and work with their government. And which other one I have not addressed or comment about is the issue of um, how can I say this? Your achievement in Washington DC. We don't have to bring it as a bet. They are seeing it, and they not those that the war is targeting at it is you. And you they thought if they take you out of the way, Brgie will die. The same way that they take someone like away, the Brgie will die. Brgie has come to live. We go nowhere. It is an institution already, it's a government. If the works, take for example, if the work becomes tough for you to manage these two offices, we can separate the office. Brigi will still have a prime minister and still have an upper representative in Washington. It is there. It's not your personal property. And those who are making it a personal property, they are making a mistake. Something about prominent that these people you surround yourself with, nothing survives in their hands. Nothing. Nothing. Not even one. They only leverage on the one who those who work on their own. And today is playing out. So do whatever you are doing without mercy. If it is me, don't hesitate. If it is Mazi Sonia Parawa, Secretary of International Communication, don't hesitate to inject the person out. If it is you, the Brigade cabinet will not hesitate to inject you out. Brigade remain as the only rock. So I thank you so much. I thank our Secretary of Information and Communication. And I thank every Brigade officers. Keep doing this work. Every other group, as you said, can collapse into a party, into a political party. They make the criteria. Otherwise, they join any political party of their wish. Thank you very much. I'm glad to speak to Voice of Biafra tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We have another caller on the line. Before Prime Minister will comment on what he has to comment, caller on WhatsApp, welcome on board. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, I can hear you.
Go ahead. Welcome to Voice of Biafra. Focus on your phone. Reduce the volume of the other device. Just focus on your phone. Go ahead.
Yes. Again.
Welcome on board, sir.
We heard what you said. The information you spoke like a student. We're very diplomatic. That is to show that you are a leader. An ability to be able to make peace. Even though that these people don't deserve peace, they are willing to let Biafra die for their own selfish needs. Left for me alone, I will say, let them home. Because all they do is to stand in the way of this freedom. Because they never went to this freedom. All this nonsense that is happening, even from place that will never expect. The reason why I've held my peace, the reason why I've held my peace is because I've never heard someone this time or another. Because if he's doing all these things, that will tell him himself that I'll ask him if he is mad. If I won't say anything, but it's salvation. I hear him say this, that he is in support of all these things that he's doing on. I will ask him if he is mad. Because you cannot destroy something that you have to give. I don't know what is going on. But whoever wants to do that, they need to stop. I think that these people don't deserve this. this diplomatic move, this diplomatic with them. Because we have condoned nonsense for a very long time. That is why we are still where we are today. Because every single time the Biafran people rise, every time our ancestors send somebody to come and rescue us, some goddamn, whatever we call them, they will show up. Make even Biafran war. That's the time. A person that called himself a Biafran is our money. Money that we want to spend on. Why thousands of millions of millions will die? We took Biafran money to go and enjoy. The money that was given to him to save the life of his happened to him. Our family. That and over. We need to put an end to this. We need to put an end to it because these people they are helpless. People think that the person is that the life of our people. There's a people. And if that need to respect the community, to see community as great. In those days, today, you and he will come into the school. People call themselves men of life. She wants to you people that don't want to support this freedom. She wants to you. We call this crazy space. We don't need to tell whoever it is. If we sacrifice your life for this Biafra, and at the end of the day, God wants to destroy you. We will not want to destroy you. Because millions are giving their life for this. We will continue to forward. Regardless of what, we continue to march forward and to support. We are going to the United States. They need the free world to guide us to this place. Because this is a reason for us. Except this leader of the nation. Except these very problems right now. So we are going to start with America. We are going to work with America with American system. We will not go to the town of Kenya. People that were waiting at the right time to strike. And they did strike. But they missed the target. So we will continue, we will change targets and people with people aligned with people that will have our interests at heart. And that is the United States of America. Whoever that doesn't like it, we don't give a damn about you. Thank you, Your Excellency. Continue to move forward. We will continue to stand behind you. And we will continue to stand behind the government of Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Minister. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daryl.
Thank you. We have another caller that has been calling that his line has been hanging on. Let's see if we can get him before we continue. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Yes, the caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? All right, go ahead. Welcome to Voice of Biafra TV.
Thank you so much, our Minister of Information and Communication. For your good work for Biafrans. I also would like to thank and give kudos to the Biafran Republic government in exile, Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogekun Kere. He had delivered the and a great speech. To me, I call it a historic landmark. The speech is so rich and so fatherly and so caring. I can see a man that is a leader by heart, a leader by God's ordination and calling, a man that loves Biafrans, a man that loves humanity. Once again, I say kudos to our Prime Minister. You have called the government of Biafra Republic government, our government, which is Biafra Republic as the umbrella government of all Biafrans. And I want to salute you for that. It is very important we highlight this, that this government is not anybody's property. It is not former Prime Minister Sam Onepa's property. It's not our leader Martin Nnamdi Kanu's property. It's not anybody's family business. It's the business of all Biafrans. That was a very good clarification. I want to salute you for that. And you also mentioned that whoever is going to be a leader in Biafra or govern in Biafra must be a servant. Because Biafrans, historically, we are Republicans. And so that resonated with me, and I believe with all Biafrans, because this is who we are. We are Republicans by nature, by tradition, and by culture. So thank you for making all that clear also. And we have made an appeal to all groups, whether it is Goz's group, whether it is a mass group, Simon Ekpa's group, Nnamdi Kanu's group. This is the government of Biafrans. And there can be no truth more than this. There can be no truth more than this. And it's a very timely advice. And to me, it's like a warning also. Because like Simon Ekpa, you cannot destroy the house you contributed in building. It speaks volume, and it talks about something must have gone wrong with your thinking faculty, or in whichever way. Nobody pulls down the house you contributed in building, and the house is standing, magnificent house. So that's very important that you also mentioned that. And also you highlighted the fact that we are not Iran and we don't have any supreme leader. It is alien to the Biafran people. It's alien to the Biafran culture. It's alien to the Biafran tradition to have a supreme leader. We don't have such. And thank you for making that as a point, which we are taking home, and we are going to run with it. We are grateful. We have only one supreme leader, which is the Almighty God, the Elohim, and His Son, Jesus Christ, like you just also mentioned in your speech. This is who we are. We cannot be any other than who we are. So thank you for that also. And it must be clear to those who have been leading in the past to be very careful of what they say and what they do, and those who are done, our leaders, be very, very careful so that we don't lead them into error has been very difficult to correct. So it was good that you mentioned that. You also highlighted that if America is doing well, the government is functioning well, then we have to have them as a coach. We have to copy their style. That's very important. And I thank you for that also. You also mentioned there's going to be a ratification convention which will take place in the United States. This is very, very important, and I want to salute you and your cabinet for thinking through and for coming up with this. Because a lot of errors, like you said, were made, and we are human, and we are prone to mistakes. We are not flawless. We are not infallible. So a lot of mistakes must have been made. And the way you know a wise man is the wise man is the one that when he makes a mistake, he acknowledges his mistake and he corrects it. That's the way to know a wise man. And to having listened to you, and I call you a wise man. That's who you are. So it is very important that Biafrans begin to praise off all over the world, because there's going to be another convention to ratify the declaration that was made in December 2nd in Lati. And in ratifying it, a lot of corrections will be made. So thank you so much. And Biafran, please take this to heart and begin to prepare and get ready for whenever that call will be made. Biafrans all over the world should be ready to come over to the United States and ratify the declaration that was made in 2nd of December 2024, right? Then it's also a call to our professionals, technocrats and the traders, business people of Biafran instruction, artisans, pastors, and bishops. Here is your government. This is your government. Everyone should now come forward and contribute your own quota. It could be intellectual quota, it could be energy, it could be whatever it is. More especially, your finance, your money. This government needs your money. This is the oil that lubricates the wheel of any government. It's money. So Biafran, this the thing is clear now. The course is clear. The Prime Minister have initiated and spoken a lot about the need for unity, not unity of enemies, but unity of those who are pursuing a common cause, a common goal, who are working towards a common goal. And what is that goal? The independence and freedom of Biafra out of Nigeria. Because Nigeria is in a mess, already consuming its citizens, and every day it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. So I want to thank you so much for all this you have said, and it's coming at a very timely moment. And the groups you have heard, the prime ministers have spoken to Biafrans. So wherever you are, whether you are IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu, or you are IPOB under Chike Doziem, or you are Ngozi's group, or you are a mass group, or a Simon group, this is your government. So you have to shoot your sword. Proceed no further. Like he said, when Biafra is restored, it can be a political party, you can run for office. That's okay. So shoot your sword, come under your government. Because you can never make a headway. You can never make a headway. You will keep struggling and stumbling and tumbling. And so, who is in Washington, who is making progress, who is leading, who is the American government listening to, is the only government in Israel. Very clear. And also, Prime Minister, you talked about those you have helped out of your good heart. And I'm happy you said you will never stop helping because of them. Very unfortunate. You sponsor somebody's wedding. And I know there was a time also the woman in France came on air publicly and was confessing and pleading with you to forgive and to forget, and they cried and they pleaded and they went back to their vomit. And one thing is clear, you are not placing a curse on them, but they have already caused themselves. It's very clear, this is scriptural, this is what the Bible says. They have already caused themselves. Because whoever eats your bread and drinks your water and turns around to stab you at the back has caused himself or herself. So you are not the one placing the curse on them. And like you are pleading with them, please, you better make a U-turn, you better repent, because this curse will not only be on you, it will also be on their children, and their children are born. So I'm very happy for this. And please, Honorable Minister of Information, please, we would like to have highlights of this historic and great speech so that we can study them carefully and then make them a point of discussion. Because a lot of things were said, so we want to have the highlights. Thank you so much. Let me submit. Today is a great day and I'm so happy for the progress we are making. Thank you so much. Let me submit the mic here.
Thank you so much, Bola.
Thank you very much.
Prime Minister,
It's actually,
go ahead.
it's actually a great day because the test I received a few hours ago, I make my day. You know, a test coming from one of the high office of U.S. government that shows that Biafra is here. That's why when all this stuff is happening, it don't really bother me. It don't move me. You know, I set my eyes on the prize or on the ball because I know that Biafra is here. If Biafra is being discussed at the highest table of the land, no man or woman born, no one born of a woman can stop the coming of Biafra. Sudan or Biafra, we are born as free people. We must be free. We must be free. So those that are fighting me, fighting Biafran people, fighting our freedom, they need to stop. It will not go well with them. We just need to stop. They need to stop. Our freedom is in our hand and it's here. With due respect, they need to stop. If they want to live to see Biafra, they need to stop fighting us, lying against us. If they want the land of Biafra to bless them, bless their children, bless their offering, just like our brother said, I don't have to lay curse on you. Whoever that is committing evil, fighting against our freedom, it's already been caused. Knowingly or unknowingly. There's too much lie out there about me. Some will be on their program. Start telling Biafrans that I have those I sponsor in Biafra land that are committing crime. I don't have any. I don't know. Some will talk about how I embezzle Biafra money. Biafra have never paid me a dime. And I never spent Biafra dime. I actually put mine in Biafra restoration because I know we need it. Evil, Adema. Evil will take you nowhere. Rather pain, agony, sorrow. Like the woman our brother mentioned, which her name is Adadioram. There's a program, I don't know, it's still the same one in Italy that I helped, thinking I'm doing the right thing. Invite her to join the program. Was there singing, please forgive, she have lied against me, why? Why is she repeating, doing the same thing again? Sometimes these people, they can't stop because of, that's just who they are. They can't stop lying. And in one of her programs, she actually said that she cannot stop lying. And some are falling to that, listening to her. Why will you listen to who will lead you to destruction? Biafrans, we are wiser, we are smarter than this. We all need to pray very hard for our freedom. Also, for us to heal mentally. A lot of Biafrans, mentally, they are sick. When you tell them to form their freedom, fight for their freedom, rather, they look the other way. Some of them have millions and billions, and they let their village burn. They let the terrorists overrun their land. We also need to pray by special grace of God, intervention, to turn this mind of these people around. Some of them are just mentally sick. And some can't stop lying, believing through lying, they will. I don't know what that will result, what result they will get from that. Thank you very much, our dear brother. I'm happy that God have chosen me and you and genuine Biafrans to do this work because the result is overwhelming. When you farm, at the end, when you're supposed to reap what you sow, rather what you are getting rotten fruits, that discourages you. But when you are getting, when you are getting a fruitful result from your hard work of farming, it gives you joy. In history of Biafra, no Biafran have been in Washington, D.C. more than I, having meeting with U.S. lawmakers. And the way they are responding now, they respond more positive than 2024. Because educating Washington for the past 2 years is not a joke. They know more than some Biafrans. And we are in collaboration in high level. So things are working, to our favor. And the Nigerian terrorist state is actually making it easier for us. One of our guests at VOB a few months ago, I believe last month, or ending of last 2 months, Michael Rubin, he said that the Nigerian terrorist government, they are making our job more easier because when we're talking about the insecurity, instead of the Nigerian government to fight to stop the insecurity, they sponsor the terrorists. The terrorists intensify their terrorism. So when you go to Washington, D.C., you don't have to run your mouth or preach like 30, 40, 50 minutes before they get the message. A lot of them are already aware. And our activities since 2024 have also paved the way for other groups to be able to penetrate Washington, D.C. But before Brgie, other groups, they have not able to do what we have done or achieve anything. So we have called all other groups to remember that we have a government. They can be part of the government, or they can also work from their group to support their government. Thank you, Minister. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for your time, your services, and your energy. It's been a wonderful one having you on Voice of Biafra TV again today. And we long to see your works in Washington, D.C. achieve its predestined result for Biafra, because it's all for Biafra. Biafrans are happy for where they are now, and how their issue is being discussed. And like the other speaker said when he called, they want to see the next stage. And I am calling on all Biafrans that the next stage of Biafra achievement should not be left only for the Prime Minister and his cabinet. We need all of you to come in. Bring all that you have to come and support the cause of Biafra so that we can be able to get to the next stage of Biafra. Thank you so much, Prime Minister. Thank you so much for your time. And I remind all Biafrans again to make it to the Brgie fundraising and town hall meeting. The GoFundMe link is also available. Please share it and make use of it. Let us raise the available funds so that we can be able to protect our babies, women, and children from the terrorists. Because without Biafra, there is no salvation of mankind in the contraption. Thank you so much, Prime Minister, and we look forward to having you again some other time.
Let me just thank you. Let me send a strong warning because we are serious in getting our freedom. Those that are laying curse upon themselves and their children should stop it. A lot of Biafrans get their information from social media. So many so-called independent media, bloggers that are making money from social media, from talking about Biafra, report accurate news. Don't lie against this struggle. Don't lie about what you know nothing about what you don't know. And a strong warning to those calling Mazio Gichukunkere, castigating my name, lying against me. It's normal that human being, not everyone will agree with you. You can agree and disagree. Not everyone will believe in you. But no one have the right to lie against you. If you want to say something about me, say the fact, what you know. And especially in this cause that I have chosen to save lives of millions, to save life of Biafran Christians, to save life of Biafran people. I'm serious about this warning. If I will mention few names. I don't really want to do this. I never know that it will come to a day like this. I will mention people by name. Ada Diorama, stop lying about Mazio Gichukunkere. If you continue, you, your children, your generation, everything, nothing will work well for you. Raphael Chiamaka Ajire, stop lying against Mazi Ogechukunkere. If you continue, you and your generation, it will never be well, whether in Biafra land or wherever you reside. Kai TV, if you're making money from blogging, from talking about me, say the fact, say what you know. Stop using my name. Stop lying against me. Stop fighting against Biafran people. Stop saying what you don't know. Kelena TV and all the rest that are destroying what we are doing one way or the other way, from you to your generation, cause will follow you. Evil will be your portion if you don't repent. Both you, your children, no one is exempted to know how damn serious I am. Because these people have destroyed the minds of thousands of Biafra. Biafra unite. And others, if I don't mention your name, you know who you are. And on this day, all these evil people, upon the pain, what have happened to us, you all still decide to work against Biafran people. If you know the God you worship, go and ask him, who is Mazinge Chukwunkere? If it's through your tradition way, go and ask. And those that are labeling me criminal or eating Biafra money forcefully, false accusation, accusing me of what I did not do, you and your entire household will see no peace. Until one day, you will ask for me. You will look for me to see if you can be forgiven. Then if the land of Biafra forgive you, you are lucky. Disease from your evil way. And for those that are fighting me will do you harm. I'm not here for myself. I'm here for Biafra. And the Biafra that I represent will reject you. The land of Biafra will not accept you and will never bless you. Leave me alone. Let me work for Biafra. Stop this false accusation. You evil people have tried to destroy my name. I just decide to do this. Stop. Stop. You people have destroyed the mind of thousands of Biafra. Both those that are funding, supporting what we are doing, and some of these people proudly said it, that they are not happy. People are not funding their freedom anymore. What do you gain out of it? Stop your evil way. If you don't, you will suffer and bear the consequences. Both you and your children. Nothing, no good news will come out from your household. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prime Minister. And thank you to all dear friends for tuning into the program. See you some other time. And bye for now.
Hear our voices rise.
Voice of the East, hey, hear our voices rise, hey.
Land of the rising sun, shining bright for everyone. We rise, we shine, we stand tall. From every town we answer the call.
Voice of the East, hey, voice of the East, hey, voice of the East, hey,
hear our voices rise,
hey.
Land of the rising sun, shining bright for everyone. We rise, we
Voice of the East,
voice of the East.
hear our voices rise,
Land of the rising sun, shining bright for everyone. Oh, rise up,
rise up,
let the morning light appear.
forever shining bright.
Voice of the East.
Sing I'm loud. Go Georgia, for all our heroes we make us proud. Go Georgia, Biafra blood, Biafra spirit strong. Go Georgia, their story they live now they make us holy. Go Georgia, dance with joy even if I they cry. Go Georgia, honor our people we pay the price. Go Georgia, me that we no go ever forget. Go Georgia, forever bright, forever we go praise. Go Georgia, go Georgia, go Georgia. Back for 1967, call come out Georgia. When trouble show face, hope still stands tall.